emergency fund is useless, the financial advice nobody tells you. Welcome, my fellow coffee-fueled young professionals, to this revolutionary and mildly controversial video that's about to flip your financial world upside down. You know the drill. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment below, because we're diving into why your precious emergency fund might just be, well, useless. Yep, I said it. Don't freak out yet. Grab a snack, sip your overpriced latte, and let me explain why your so-called financial safety net might be holding you back. Let's start with the basics. The emergency fund, the financial holy grail everyone screams about. It's simple, or is it? You're told to save 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a savings account for the moment life smacks you in the face with an unexpected flat tire, a surprise medical bill, or your dog decides to eat your AirPods again. Now, this sounds like good advice, right? Wrong. It sounds responsible, but can we just take a moment to acknowledge the obvious flaw here? Emergencies don't come with calendar invites or warnings. You could save up for 6 months and get hit with a 12-month kind of crisis. Suddenly, that cushion feels more like a bath mat. Here's the tea. Your emergency fund is probably as useful as an iPhone with 2% battery and no charger in sight. Let's talk inflation, the silent money-eating monster lurking in the background of your savings account. Stashing your cash might feel safe, but inflation is steadily nibbling away at it like a rodent in your pantry. Your $5 latte today, it's going to be a $10 latte tomorrow, and your emergency fund will still just be sitting there, sweating under the mattress like it's in financial purgatory. On top of that, having a bloated emergency fund can create a dangerous comfort zone trap. You save, you relax, and suddenly you're not thinking about your real long-term financial growth. Spoiler, if your savings account is just chilling at 0.02% interest, you're losing money by doing nothing. Can we talk about how ridiculously unpredictable life is? If Murphy's Law hasn't already proven this, let me remind you, everything that can go wrong will go wrong, usually right after payday when your account is looking temporarily sexy. So instead of hoarding money in a static emergency fund and crossing your fingers nothing catastrophic happens, it's time to think bigger, smarter, and funnier. Don't panic. I'm about to show you how to level up your financial game. Stick with me. Here's where the glow up starts. Financial edition. Newsflash, you don't have to hold on to your emergency fund like it's your life raft in the Titanic. There are smarter, more efficient ways to handle your money while still being prepared for life's inevitable curveballs. Let's dive into some alternatives that will save your wallet and your sanity. Your emergency fund doesn't have to be a sad pile of cash that sits in a savings account earning less interest than your grandma's knitting club. Instead, pop some of that money into smart investments. And no, this doesn't mean YOLOing into meme stocks or sketchy crypto. Think boring, but reliable, low-risk investments or index funds that you can cash out fairly quickly if needed. Imagine this. Your emergency fund isn't just sitting around. It's out there hustling, making money for you. Your money should be working harder than you are, my friend. If it's not pulling overtime while you're binge-watching Netflix, you're doing it wrong. If you still want to keep some cash liquid for emergencies, there's a better way than letting it rot in a standard account. Enter high-yield savings accounts. Think of these as the cool kids of savings, a little edgy with a lot more growth potential. They offer higher interest rates so your cash can keep up or at least sprint behind inflation. Just picture your traditional bank account like that one friend who always says Venmo me later, and a high-yield account like the friend who always pays back before you even ask. Be like the second friend. Here's a wild thought. Instead of relying solely on an emergency fund, why not expand your income? Side hustles or passive income streams can become a cushion when life throws those surprise expenses at you. Think rental income, freelance gigs, or even selling homemade candles that smell like corporate burnout. You get the idea. This way, when your checking account takes a hit, you'll have backup cash flow coming from multiple sources and won't have to worry about draining a single emergency fund. The truth is, the key to surviving financial emergencies is mental flexibility. You need a spending plan that bends but doesn't break. Instead of religiously sticking to an emergency-only fund, learn how to dynamically move money around when emergencies strike. Think of it like canceling your barely used streaming subscriptions when things get tight. You didn't really need that fourth rewatch of The Office, did you? No judgment. Okay, a little judgment. Before you start an angry comment thread, I'm not saying you shouldn't save. Savings are still important. It's just about rethinking their role in your financial setup. Some cash reserves are fine. They're your backup, but they shouldn't be the entire game plan. Think of it this way. Your static savings are like a life jacket for a beginner swimmer. It's helpful at first, but eventually you're going to need stronger tools if you're planning to cross the financial ocean. Quick question. Are you saving out of logic or fear? A lot of traditional financial advice fuels this panic-based savings culture. You've been sold the terrifying image of what-if scenarios. What if the car breaks down? What if you lose your job? What if there's a zombie apocalypse and you have to buy supplies at a wildly inflated price? Here's the thing. Financial planning shouldn't come from a place of fear. It should come from strategy and a little bit of humor. Don't let doomsday vibes keep you stuck in financial mediocrity. You've heard it before, but let me sprinkle a little humor on it so it sticks. Wealth isn't about hoarding cash, it's about growing it. Think about it. Would you rather have a treasure chest that's locked away, accumulating dust, or an endless money vending machine that you can refill anytime? Investing, earning, and diversifying are the trifecta of wealth building. Your emergency fund won't stand a chance next to the power of compounding interest and diversified investments. Let's entertain two fictional characters for a second, because who doesn't love a good story? Meet Karen, a cash stasher. She's got a fat emergency fund sitting in her savings account, gaining a whole $1.25 of interest a year. When an emergency arises, she drains the account, leaving her back at square one. Sad face. Now, meet Sam, the smart investor. Sam has a small liquid emergency cushion plus accessible low-risk investments working hard for her every day. When a crisis hits, she taps a portion of her accessible funds, leaving the rest untouched and still growing. Sam wins. Moral of the story, be like Sam. You don't have to abandon your emergency fund overnight, but here are a few simple tweaks to start. Automate a portion of your funds into a high-yield account or low-risk investment. Use budgeting apps to track your spending and improve money allocation. Set up an emergency fund for the life surprises you actually enjoy, like flash concert tickets. Big games. Ultimately, there's no cookie-cutter method to handling your finances. What works for one person might be a disaster for someone else. Your job isn't to follow the rules, it's to write your own financial playbook, one that aligns with your goals, lifestyle, and maybe even your snack budget. We see you snackers. Instead of seeing every financial hiccup as a disaster, start thinking of them as opportunities to grow. Mistakes chart new courses. Failures spark better ideas. Whatever went wrong, well, it's just fodder for a killer How I Survived TED Talk someday. So next time life surprises you, lean into the humor of it. Laugh, recover, and remember, keeping your money stagnant never solved anyone's problems. All right, you beautiful butterbeans, it's time to make your next money move. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and make sure to join the conversation in the comments. Tell me, what's your approach to emergency funds? Are you team cash under the mattress or team investment wizard? And hey, stay tuned. We've got more juicy financial secrets coming your way. I promise they'll be as entertaining as they are helpful. Until then, remember, it's not about the emergencies, it's about how you prepare for them and make your bank account freaking thrive while you're at it. Stay smart, stay funny, and I'll see you next time.